Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. All right, welcome everyone to another episode of the Nostalgia Test Podcast. I'm Dan Dissinger here in LA. And here is my longtime friend and co-host, Manny Coelho. They're in New York. Manny, how are you feeling right now?
Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. This one, even though back in episode, I forget now, I should have known this for everybody who hasn't heard the episode to go back. I said no more food episodes. Yet somehow, some way, Dan has talked me into doing another food episode.
Episode 14, potato chips. That's the last food episode. You should go back and check it out.
So this one, we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, cereals. Kellogg's cereals, to be specific.
That's right.
Now, if you guys are just joining us for the first time at the Nostalgia Test Podcast, Dan and I are longtime friends who put our pop culture past to the test, the Nostalgia Test. So basically what we do is we test anything from music, videos, even food, chips, candy, and of course now cereal. And we put it to the test. We tell you whether we believe that it stays nostalgic or does it pass the test and continue to make us feel enjoyment today. And I guess this is what we're doing today. Even though I said no.
Yeah, the enjoyment part is the most important part of how it passes. And I think with the food episodes, that's always the part that's the most important to deal with. Is it going to be good? But, you know, if you have opinions on the things that we're testing or, you know, different ideas, or if we mess something up, definitely follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Nostalgia Test and on Twitter at Nostalgia Test and let us know. We'd love to hear your opinions and keep the conversation going. Visit the website, thenostalgiatest.com, to sign up for our email list and to suggest a test, and also to go back to other videos because we put some awesome links in some of those show notes to like some of the IG lives we've been doing as well. And if you just want to go old school and just message us, you can get in touch with us at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Manny.
If you're going to go real old school, our address is blah, 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 blah. Put a stamp on it.
Put a stamp on it. I've been freaking out about this episode.
All right. So what I'm going to try to stay away from is the candy episode one, where we just basically were like, it's sugar.
Yeah.
Because we know what these cereals are. Yeah. Okay. They're geared towards kids. So yes, it's going to be high in sugar. Yeah. So we're going to give you a couple of facts, of course.
Yeah.
Dan's going to go into the history, what we feel about it. Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah.
So again, this is the fun pack, the Kellogg's fun pack.
Yeah. And we got some great cereals here from my past and from your past, but I never eat anymore ever again.
So it comes with 8. It comes with 8 of them, but a couple of them are repetitive.
Yeah. So really it comes with 5.
So basically they give you, and then I don't know why they chose the other 2 as like the repetitive ones. Like,
I don't know.
Who's to say, you know, what likes what? Okay, so we're going with Toucan Sam.
Yes.
Fruit Loops first. Of course, I remember Toucan Sam. Best commercials ever. Fruit Loops. Now, I'm going to say I remember Fruit Loops was enjoyed by both wet. That's weird to say. I enjoyed Fruit Loops with milk and without milk. Do you enjoy cereal without milk?
A long-standing debate on whether we should have milk, like milk with cereal or not, that like it's better with or without milk. I don't think it's cereal until you put milk in it. Okay. It doesn't make sense to me that like you're calling something cereal and there's no milk. That's what makes it cereal. If it's without milk, then I just feel like it's a snack. It's like you might as well make it's like little cookies at that point. It's not cereal. You eat cereal with a spoon. That's what makes it cereal.
I don't know if I agree with you. I understand what you mean, and I definitely, first of all, I love cereal, and I love, you know, milk in the cereal. Do I enjoy dry cereal? Yes, I do agree that then it's a snack. It's a sugary snack that you're just eating by hand, and that's fine. You can enjoy it that way, but then it's really not cereal. It's just like a breakfast snack. Breakfast
Dude,
chips. It's like chips.
I
All right.
I
It
just
would fit in a candy episode
yeah.
if you're doing it that way.
I just
Tell me when you opened it, you didn't get the whiff of
dude.
Fruit Loop flavor,
Wow.
whatever
I
that
have
is.
not
Whatever.
smelled that in like years. I'm like,
Tell me that didn't bring you back to
wow.
the smell and the taste of Fruit Loops in that
It's
milk,
so
like after.
colorful.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Like where you used to let the so let me ask you this. Do you like soggy cereal or do you like when it's still crunchy?
I like a little crunch. I need some texture to my cereal. There is a cereal in here. I believe the Apple Jacks, right? That's a cereal that could take a lot of milk. And then it got better, but it didn't get soggy. It could sit in the milk for a very long time, which also freaks me out thinking like, why is it still crunchy?
You know what I remember that I like. I do agree that I like a little bit of crunchiness, but I loved Fruity Pebbles when it got so soggy and you used to like just put it to the side and grab it and it's like the whole spoonful of Fruity Pebbles and you're just eating this like crap sugar ball of amazingness.
Dude, I was not a Fruity Pebbles fan, but now that
Really?
why did I not like Fruity Pebbles if I was eating Fruit Loops?
Dude, Fruit Loops is great. I love Fruit Loops.
I just had two of the loops.
Did you?
Dry, and
Okay.
they just as soon as I chewed it, it like disappeared into my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's also now this weird film in my
Of
mouth,
course there is. It's called sugar.
and I have an instant headache. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I have coconut milk today, because I don't drink dairy anymore. So coconut milk is for me. And
You want coconut. That's going to change the taste a little bit.
it is, but you know what? It's also going to make sure I don't get a major headache. I'm not filling the whole bowl up because I don't want to eat this whole thing.
So I forgot to get milk.
Yeah.
So I'm going with what's in the fridge.
Yeah.
And it's almond milk.
Okay.
So we're not going nostalgic at all. We're going we're bringing our older selves in this.
Yeah.
I don't think I even knew what almond milk was. The age
I don't
that
think
I had
they
this.
had almond milk when we were kids.
No,
All right,
no.
Here we go. Fruit Loops, everybody.
All right, enjoy our chewing. Instantly takes me back to skiing trips with my dad. I mean, the true cereal that takes me back to skiing trip is Cocoa Puffs, but we're not doing General Mills. We're doing Kellogg's. But Fruit Loops was definitely in my top list of cereals that I got. Biting into that, I'm about to go watch Saturday morning cartoons. That's what I'm doing with this. This is, I don't know, it doesn't taste like any fruit that I know of, but it's fruity. I'm just gonna say it's fruity.
It does not taste like fruit. It's also every one of these loops tastes the same, so I don't know why they're different colors. But wow, it's so weird to like a cereal does what you just did. Like Saturday morning cartoons. As soon as I ate it, I felt like every Saturday morning cartoon song just entered my brain immediately. It was just like wham, and I was just like, I was sitting up 8 in the morning trying to watch Saturday morning cartoons and eating bowls of cereal. But I can also taste the sugar doing a number on me, like with like kind of like the candy bar where it makes you thirsty, but like you're just kind of like salivating. Another great word to say on a podcast. But wow, it is so sweet though. It's so crazy that we would eat this as kids, like for breakfast. Like people let us eat this for breakfast. Our parents thought this was a good idea to buy for breakfast.
Dude, on the bottom of the spoon, you could feel the sugar just hanging onto it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So do you have
Facts?
you know, I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it says sweetened multigrain cereal. Yeah, no shit. And then it says natural fruit flavors. What natural fruit flavor are you getting? Like, there's never been a time that I bite into a fruit and I'm like, this tastes like Fruit Loops.
Yeah. 'Cause when you look at the ingredients, it's just like corn flour blend, wheat grain yellow corn flour, degerminated yellow corn flour, sugar, wheat flour, whole grain oat flour, modified food starch, contains 2% or less of vegetable oil. We haven't gotten to any fruit yet. Hydrogenated coconut, soybean, and or cottonseed. And or? I don't like to see and or in my ingredients. There are no fruits, and then everything else is just chemistry.
I just finished the whole box.
So Fruit Loops is a brand of sweetened fruit-flavored breakfast cereal produced by Kellogg's and sold in many countries. The cereal pieces are ring-shaped, hence loops, and come in a variety of bright colors and a blend of fruit flavors. There is no blend, hence fruit. And I totally forgot to say that the word fruit on the Fruit Loops, which I didn't notice until now, which I guess is my adult eyes, is F-R-O-O-T, fruit.
It's probably how I would spell it.
However, there is no actual fruit in Fruit Loops, and they are all
no shit
flavor. Originally, they were only red, orange, and yellow loops, but green and blue and purple were added during the 1990s. The mascot, Toucan Sam, has been the mascot of Fruit Loops since its first appearance.
Fucking love him.
Toucan Sam is a blue anthropomorphic toucan. The colors of his bill correspond to the 3 original Fruit Loop flavors. So there we go.
Listen, I'm gonna say the best part of like having cereals like this is like, so do you drink the full milk like when you were a kid? Like, were you the type of the guy who would like eat the whole thing and then slurp up whatever sugary milk amazingness was left?
Yeah,
because I know some people who don't.
Why? Okay. What do they do with it?
Some people just don't like milk. So like, shout out to Dave. He didn't like finishing his milk, which I thought was insane when I first saw it. I was like, wait, like you just eat the cereal and then that's that. But he's another person who also eats dry cereal. Yeah. Because I think he just doesn't like dairy. So guys, for those who are listening, Dave is one of our longtime friends. Also, Dan and I knew from growing up in Mineola High School in Long Island. So we had a little tangent right there. So that's the nostalgia test tangent.
Yeah, if you like our tangents, you'll love all the stuff that we put on Instagram. I mean, because they're like tangents themselves. So definitely follow us on @the_nostalgia_test on Instagram. It's like we have some good stuff up there.
Like, review, subscribe, and share. Please, guys. That's the only way we keep going. Everybody finds out about us. If you like us, please review us. Give us a good review, 5-star review. Pass it along. Share our tangents, dude.
It's at its perfect
Fruit Loops
right now, though. For me, it's crunchy, but not too crunchy to Fruit Loops. Like,
it's great.
It's soaked up the milk, and I like it on this consistency now.
This is yes, it's going to be sugary. I knew that. We're not eating regular Cheerios. We're not eating, not Raisin Bran even. K for, Kellogg's Flakes or whatever. With the ones where it was just so healthy, it had nothing in it. Like, you didn't want that. That was an adult cereal. This is the kid cereal. It's geared towards kids. It's colorful. Yeah. Just take it for what it's worth. Okay. This was not healthy. No. It was just get the kids to eat something in the morning.
Yeah. Gets the kids to eat some garbage. It's really weird. But whew, I mean, I only ate like maybe a quarter of that box.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could eat a big I love cereal, but I don't think I can eat more than that.
No, I mean, I'll tell you what cereal later. Oh, it was my favorite cereal of all time. But this is definitely a big bowl. Sit down, watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Transformers. Just like in some of our past episodes where we review cartoons, those are the cartoons we're watching while we're eating Fruit Loops. Yeah,
go to episode 19 of the podcast and you'll see the types of like cartoons we're watching while we're eating a bowl of Fruit Loops. But I have to say that this is just nostalgic. I don't see myself ever eating this again. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's necessarily... I don't. It's already repeating on me. I don't think I would enjoy this normally. I wouldn't buy this.
No, it's nostalgic. Is it good for kids to eat now? I understand why it's still in the market. So does it pass the test? I guess not for me, but I guess it's still standing the test of time for younger people. But it's definitely just nostalgic for me. It makes me think about all the different times that I've had cereal with people.
I feel like it's already giving me like a stuffy nose for some reason as well. I don't know what's going on.
See, I've been eating like crap all week, so I'm starting to get used to it. Like, if you've been healthy, this goes back to like the candy episode where like we were high and drunk for an hour and then like came crashing down.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that was a bullshit. Wait, just like a quick. This is a small box, by the way, listeners, and the total grams of sugar is 8 grams.
But is there added sugar? Because includes 8 grams added. Total sugar is 8 grams. Includes 8 grams added sugar. So 16%.
16% of this box is sugar.
And it's the largest thing. There's nothing else in this fucking.
No, the other percentages, there's 3.1 milligrams of iron.
Oh.
So they do try to make this a little bit healthy. Cool.
With iron.
All right.
That's the argument. The argument is iron.
Yeah. All right. So moving on. What's the next one?
The next one is Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Kellogg's Corn Pops. Okay. This is one of my sister's favorite. I remember growing up. So
this cereal confused me as a child.
I did not like this cereal.
I thought I would like it, and then I'm like, I don't like. Do you remember the Batman cereal?
No.
No? Oh, okay. So Batman, there was a Batman cereal. Everyone from when Batman first came out, the Michael Keaton Batman from 1989, I guess, or whatever. But it was literally like Corn Pops. It was just yellow bat signals. And I think it was made of the same stuff that they made the plain Captain Crunch from. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I remember eating it though, and having Batman cereal when it was out for a little bit. But Corn Pops is a weird cereal to me because I didn't know if I liked it or not when I was a kid. I feel like I ate it a lot. I feel like it was always around, and I don't know why. So yeah.
So I'm gonna say I did not like this as a kid. Like I said before, my sister, this is her favorite, one of her favorites. I do recall that. Reminded me a little bit of like popcorn that you wet. So it was gross a little bit to me. So I'm not sure if I want to bite down too much of this, but just before we go on to that, have you ever on the small to-goes just poured the milk directly into this plastic bag and not had a bowl? Because you could literally just do that and just like drink the cereal. Like I used to do that.
Yeah.
Like eat right out of the box.
There was a way, I think, that like when I was a kid, that on the back of the boxes, there was like a way that you cut it so that when you went camping or something, you cut through the box and through the thing, and then you pour it and you eat it out of the plastic in the box. Manny is housing this box. This bullshit. But I never really poured it right in. I think opening from this way, but I don't think they do that anymore. This doesn't smell.
It doesn't smell like anything.
Smell, right? It
doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't even smell like what it tastes.
It's not even, there's like no smell to it. And it doesn't look right. It looks like
so this
like
has
fried
2 more
cracklings.
grams. Yeah. It has 2 more grams of sugar. 20% of it is sugar. So this is already more sweet than Fruit Loops. Kind of tastes like what's that one when Mikey eat it? Kix? It kind of tastes like Kix.
Oh, Chex. Is it Chex?
No, not Chex.
Okay.
I like Chex. I like
You
Chex.
like Chex.
Yeah. Kix.
Okay.
Like the
puffs?
The puffs, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in here and have a bite of this.
Oh, right off the bat, like I said, tastes like popcorn that you put in your mouth and let it kind of dissolve, you know, when like you let popcorn melt away instead of chewing it. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that does that. But yeah, it's buttery popcorn, sweet.
I feel like it's an unfinished cereal. Like I feel like it's the rejected cereal shapes that they just put in a box.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't
don't
look
know.
right? Like it just, and it kind of tastes like sugar cardboard.
It tastes like nothing.
This is way more disappointing than I
You know what
remember.
this could be? This could have been like in a Cracker Jack barrel. A
Yeah.
cracker, like buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Like,
Buy me some peanuts and corn pops.
yeah. I mean,
I
that's what it was. Cracker Jacks was really like buttered, sweetened popcorn, right? There's popcorn in it, I think. Cracker Jacks, right?
It was like caramel. Why did I say
Yeah.
caramel? I never say caramel. It's
Caramel.
caramel. I'm the caramel say. I say caramel. I don't know why. Anyway, but I was also fooled by Cracker Jacks all the time. I was like, yeah, Cracker Jacks, and then I was like, fuck this thing.
Dude, if you eat it dry, if you eat this Pops dry, it's like you're
It
you're gonna
disappears.
seven inning stretch, a baseball game. I didn't like it with the milk. I like it better with the by itself. So it's a snack. It's not a cereal. It's a snack.
I don't like it.
Oh no, I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm gonna say it wasn't good when I was a kid. It's not good now. I think they really need to get rid of corn pops. Okay, Kellogg's, you can get rid of corn pops. It's okay. You can let go. It's not good. It wasn't good then. It's not good now. My vote is take off your pants and jacket. Episode 2 bad, horrible.
Really? Take
Uh,
off your pants and jacket.
yeah, it's not even nostalgic to me. I hate it.
No, I mean, I guess the only nostalgic part was that liked it. Other than that, I don't think I've ever met anybody that actually liked Pops. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
mean,
I think like might have kept them alive. Why it's in the fun pack? Maybe they're just trying to get rid of cereal. I'm not really sure. It's not fun at all. It's a waste.
yeah. I didn't even have the. I didn't even want to go talk about it. But it
But
was
it was in the fun
created in the
pack.
1950s. It was introduced in 1950s as Corn Pops. In 1951, the name was changed to Sugar Corn Pops, and later it was called Sugar Pops. Dude,
Makes sense
I don't
because
even
it's all
want
it
to
is
keep
sugar.
reading this. It is just like not good. It doesn't look good. Like I said, I think it just looks like a rejected cereal, like rejected cereal shapes that never became anything.
I don't even remember so there's no character to it. I don't even remember the jingles or any commercials or something to this. I'm sure there was, but I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
care about it.
So it was apparently the mascot Guy Madison, the star of Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok. Oh boy, this is what I mean. The television show appeared on the box from 1951 through 1958, occasionally replaced by sidekick Jingles, played by Andy Devine. Between 1959 and 1967, the mascot was Woody Woodpecker. The next mascot for the cereal was Sugar Pop Pete, a prairie dog, dressed as a cowboy with 2 6-shooters, because that's what you want. You want your mascot to have guns to tell you how to eat, to eat your cereal. With red, white, spiral striped barrels. In 77, the mascot was Whippersnapper, a live action whip cracking cowboy. They just never had a really good mascot. Let's just put it that way. The taglines are garbage. Gotta have pops, gotta have my pops. It's hard to stop when it pops. You've got to catch new corn pops. It's Popnetic, that's Canada. And then now from in 2009, it's Pops, deliciously random.
Wow.
Dude,
It's still being sold though. It's still being sold. They don't know where it stands. There's probably a set of people that still like this, that are still okay with eating, Cracker Jacks in milk, and they're okay with it. So
it's real garbage. I didn't like it.
I'm moving on.
So did you say it was bad or nostalgic?
There's nothing about this.
So our next one is Apple Jacks. Now, I like Apple Jacks, or I did like Apple Jacks. I have no idea. And this is the cereal that I remember I liked leaving in the milk for a little bit. I thought this flavor was interesting when I was a kid. I always wanted Apple Jacks when I was a kid. I wanted my parents to buy it. So Apple Jacks is a brand of cereal. It was introduced by Kellogg's, introduced to the U.S. as Apple O's in 1965, after being invented by college intern William Thilly. In 1971, the name Apple Jacks, J-A-X, was put into action by advertisers. The product is described by Kellogg's as a crunchy, sweet, and multigrain cereal with apple and cinnamon. Apple Jacks is one of the top 4 cereal brands marketed within stores and is most heavily marketed on Kellogg's internet platform. So, I mean, that's a lot. There's a lot to be said about Apple Jacks, but that's really the most important thing. Just for seeing how much sugar is in this one, 9 grams, and includes 9 added grams. So 18% of this cereal is sugar. Manny's already eating it. Manny, how are you doing over there?
All right. So I don't really remember liking Apple Jacks as a kid. I like apple sugar stuff, like, but I always like the the flat square ones that had apple cinnamon sugar on it. I forget what they were called, but I like them. At first, like when you open it, you definitely smell some of that cinnamon spiciness that you'd get apple cinnamon. It's probably fake aroma coming at you. Now, the crunchiness here is perfect. Let it sit in the milk a little bit. Perfect crunch. I don't know why there's different colors, but it's majority orange or opaque, like salmon color. And they have the little red peppers, it looks like, on it. And then you have some of the green. So you get like a green apple taste to it. I don't particularly love it. It's not bad, but it's just fine for me. And it just kind of like the way I felt about it as a kid. Like Apple Jacks was never really something I went for.
This is bringing me back though. This is bringing me back because I particularly enjoyed Apple Jacks as a kid. I'm enjoying it right now just because it's so funny to be sitting here and eating this cereal. I never thought I'd ever eat Apple Jacks ever again, or like Fruit Loops or anything, because you get to a certain part of your life, your cereal becomes like, this is going to sound so weird to say, sometimes, medicinal. You're looking at it like, all right, this is good for me. I better eat this. Like, or it's like oatmeal. And no one really likes oatmeal, but Apple Jacks, I kind of enjoy the taste. It's actually pretty good. It's like, there's some cinnamon in it. I don't know what the green ones are for. I'm really confused by that.
Green apple.
The amount of sugar in it, though, is doing a number on my mouth right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically Fruit Loops, except there's like a cinnamon taste to it. Like you can put cinnamon, whatever, and it's not really cinnamon taste. Like cinnamon doesn't taste like this, but this is apple cinnamon for cereal. There is cinnamon in it. Natural flavor could contain soy, apple juice, concentrate. Oh yeah, dried apples. They put
there's
stuff
more
in
actual fruit in this than Fruit Loops.
Yes, yeah, there is.
Let's reassess for a second here.
We are okay.
How are you feeling? I'm sitting here going like,
you look like you're going through something. First of all, I didn't eat dinner because of this.
So this
is my dinner. Yeah, and like I said, I've been eating like crap all week. I've been just like, the fatigue of what we're going through as a nation is getting to me. So just like I've thrown away all my healthy eating habits. So this is fine. My body it's not going through this new like chasing the dragon thing like when we were, when we started doing the candy after I had not had so much candy like that in a while. So I'm okay. Yeah. I know what you're going through right now.
My mouth is just like,
like a whole. Do you remember Captain Crunch?
Yeah.
Remember the roof of your mouth after eating Captain Crunch? It was like destroyed.
Yeah. Why was a cereal tearing the top of the roof of your mouth apart?
Dude, you would eat that. First of all, Captain Crunch sucked. Whoever's out there that's telling me Captain Crunch is good, you're wrong. Because
you're wrong.
I'll go have some.
Yeah.
And I know there was a couple different flavors, but was there peanut Captain Crunch?
So the peanut butter Captain Crunch I thought was good, but it got so soggy so quickly, and it just was like weird wet peanut butter. Like it just wasn't. It was weird. You had to eat it really fast,
dude. But Captain Crunch, the original flavor, I don't know why I ate it all the time. Like it wasn't good.
No,
I don't know what got me to eat it. Maybe the Captain, the cartoon, but oh yeah, it would rip up your throat, your roof of your mouth. Yeah. Would never be the same for the whole day.
I don't know why why a cereal would be sharp, or at least.
And that's even after being in milk for a long time.
Yeah, like why is a cereal abrasive like sandpaper, and all of a sudden the roof of your mouth is just being torn to pieces? It shouldn't happen. None of these cereals, though, I will say, just to put it out there, have done that to us.
No, but I have to brush my teeth like 4 times.
I will have to brush my teeth a ton. My dentist will kill me.
What's a dentist? No. All right. So, all right.
Dude, it's funny though. I will say this, that it is like time travel in a bowl.
It is. I mean, I have to say, one of the best time traveling mechanisms that we have as humans is taste.
Yeah.
Taste and smell.
Yeah.
Sight doesn't really do it for me. Feel doesn't do it for me. Taste and smell bring me back to that moment in time that I remember eating a certain thing or smelling a certain thing. Like, you ever walk into someone's house and it smells like your grandma's house, or it smells like you get that thing. So taste does that to me too. And obviously, like, taste and smell are big. Like, they really help each other out. And it's like a tag team, Marty Jannetty and no.
The Rockers?
The Rockers.
Unfortunately, in their relationship,
Shawn Michaels. Well,
the other one threw a mirror.
It's the Shawn Michaels who knocks him out. No, but like, I need to remind everybody, if you're listening and you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the podcast, like, share, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter, comment, let us know what you would like us to test, and let us know if you agree with all the other tests. It's phenomenal that it does that.
Yeah.
And I like, not that I love these right now, but what I'm loving is the feeling and the thought of like where, what you were doing. Like, you're like eating all this. Like, there was a certain period of time where cereals just stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And I ate it just to eat it. But then I like stopped eating cereals like that.
It was funny. Like, there were cereals like Frosted Mini Wheats. I always loved to eat Frosted Mini Wheats. But like, what's weird is that Wheaties. Did you eat Wheaties when you were a kid?
I tried it.
It wasn't good.
No.
That's one of the worst tasting cereals, I think, on the planet. I would probably rather eat Corn Pops than Wheaties. But Wheaties, the only thing that they had was Michael Jordan on the box, and then they put everyone on the front of the box of Wheaties. But it tasted like trash.
Trash. That's why they had to sell it that way.
Yeah.
On another note, this asks you to recycle the paper box and then take out and store drop off the plastic bag.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Recycle if clean and dry.
Wow.
You
Do you remember when you just used to throw stuff out?
Yeah.
See, that's what's funny. Like, you and I had that experience. Like, recycling is not new, but like, everyone's like, oh, it's normal, recycling. But when I was a kid, it was like, no, you threw everything in the trash, or you went to the supermarket and you put the bottles and cans to that machine.
Sure.
That
deposit machine.
Everything else went in the garbage.
Yep.
Like, can you imagine throwing a soda bottle out or like a water bottle in the garbage, just like indiscriminately?
Hey, man, I know people who do it, but no. So I would say let's
I'm saying,
what are you thinking about Apple Jacks?
I'm going nostalgic, and the reason is because I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going out to buy Apple Jacks. It tastes pretty good, but it's just it's funny. I feel like this rating for me is a rating to keep me safe, because I have to just tell myself this is nostalgic. You cannot go out and buy a.
But if you're not talking about you, like, I get it, because this is our podcast, so we're allowed to do whatever the hell we want to do. So.
Would I recommend Apple Jacks?
Would you recommend this to like a child?
No.
Okay.
No, because it tastes like craziness.
Yeah, I mean, I never really I wasn't a fan of Apple Jacks that much. Is it fine? It is. I'd much rather go with Fruit Loops over this. So
Really?
Is it nostalgic? I guess no to me, because it wasn't really one of my favorites. But if we're gonna, I mean, I guess we should rate these at the end of just saying the likability of them. But yeah, Apple Jacks, it's fine. The crunch was great. It's fine. I don't know. I guess you could say it's nostalgic just because it's still cereal. I don't know, but like Pops,
it's still really cereal.
I don't know. It doesn't do much. Like I said, Apple Jacks, not really a thing for me. I'd rather eat other cinnamon crunch.
Oh, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. Holy nostalgia.
Yeah.
Definitely love that.
So wait, are we going Cocoa Krispies or Frosted Flakes?
Let's go Cocoa Krispies.
Okay.
Snap, crackle, Mitch, and Pop.
Shout out to Mitch Hedberg. Rest in
Mitch
peace.
Hedberg, rest in peace. All right. So we're going Cocoa Krispies. Now, I don't know why they didn't put Rice Krispies in one of these fun packs. They decided to double up on the Cocoa Krispies on mine.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just do Rice Krispies? Is it just something that doesn't sell? And I understand why Rice Krispies doesn't sell, because I used to add a lot of sugar to Rice Krispies. I don't know if you did that as a kid. Did you do that?
I thought you called them White Krispies.
That's
zero
crazy.
Flavor, yeah.
Dude, Rice Krispies had zero flavor, and I always put sugar on top of it. So it goes back to as a kid, all you were used to is sugar. So that's why it's probably not in the fun pack, because Rice Krispies itself is only good for Rice Krispie treats, which has marshmallows. I don't know why I said it that way. Which has marshmallows, which then adds sugar to it. So it's actually healthier to probably have Rice Krispies, which I like. But
I like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I think I do. I don't know last time I had them, but I do remember pounds of sugar on top of it. So I get why Cocoa Crisps is probably the better thing. Snap, crackle, Mitch, and Pop. Now, first opening it, I smell cocoa. Not like Cocoa Puffs. I wish there's Cocoa Puffs was in this fun pack, but it will be next test that we do food. My stomach is killing me on that. Maybe we'll do a live for Cocoa Puffs.
I think we're gonna have to. I think soon. Well, I think we'll still have to do one for the General Mills, and then all these are gonna have to become lives, because I don't know how many of these I could do in person.
Okay, first I'm gonna say this. Not so dark, right? It's kind of I thought it would be more cocoa looking. It's kind of it's kind of boring to me right now. What was the one with it was like Fruity Pebbles, but Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, Cocoa
Pebbles was dark.
Was crazy.
Dark brown. Now, I don't know about yours. Maybe I got a bad pack, but it doesn't look like the picture at all. Look how light this is.
Yeah, here, look.
Is yours dark?
Let me get a bigger one.
This is great for radio audiences. It's lacking the cocoa color.
It smells very chocolatey.
It smells extremely chocolatey. Yeah. But
the problem with Rice Krispies, though, is that it gets really soggy very quickly.
Yes, but you have to eat this fast.
As you're eating that, I'm going to give some facts to Cocoa Krispies.
Snap, crackle, and poppin' is what's happening. It up.
Cocoa Krispies, Cocoa Crisps, Cocoa Crispy, Choco Krispies, Cocoa Pops, or Choco Pops. It's a breakfast cereal produced by Kellogg's, coming both as a box cereal and as a snack bar with a dried milk covered bottom. It is a cocoa flavored version of Rice Krispies that contains real chocolate. The cereal was introduced in the United States in 1958. In 2003, the cereal was renamed Cocoa Rice Krispies as Kellogg's endeavored to unite their Rice Krispies variations under a single marketing schema. In 2006, the name was changed back to Cocoa Krispies. Kellogg's has released variations of Cocoa Krispies, such as Cocoa Krispies Cereal Straws, wow, Cocoa Krispies Choconilla, and Chocos, whatever the hell that is. Now, the thing is this is another cereal with a gigantic history of mascots. There was a lot of issues with stereotypes, racism, and prejudice when it came to Rice Krispies with the mascots. Cocoa Krispies first appeared in the United States in 1958, represented by a monkey named Jose. He was reportedly replaced by Coco the elephant in 1960 when Mexico-Americans complained about the ethnic stereotype. In 1963, the Hanna-Barbera character Snagglepuss took over as a mascot. Og the caveman took over towards the end of 1967. By the end of 1973, Tusky the elephant became the mascot. Then Snap, Crackle, and Pop became the mascots around the end of 1982. Then in 1991, these morons went back to a monkey because I guess it wasn't racist enough to do it in 1958. And in 2001, Snap, Crackle, and Pop returned, and they have remained the product's mascots to date. So that's a little bit of that history. Manny.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop. What are they, elves or something?
Yeah, I think they're elves, or I don't know what.
Cereal elves? I don't know what they are, but they have long ears.
Yeah.
Anyways, so as you were talking, I finished the whole box. I clearly didn't mind it. Definitely has more chocolate flavor than I thought it was going to by looking at the color. Love the best part about the cereal is letting the milk soak up the chocolate, and then at the end of eating it, everything you have chocolate milk to drink. In my opinion. Now, does it really taste like chocolate? I guess it's just chocolate flavor, right? It's like having Yoo-hoo.
What's funny about Cocoa Krispies, and maybe for like also non-organic, non-gluten-free Rice Krispies that I eat now, like gluten-free Rice Krispies or whatever, they really keep their crunch. And I guess because of whatever sugar chocolate is around it, keeping it safe from milk, it is very chocolatey, much more chocolatey than what it looks like. And I do love that chocolate milk thing, and it's already happening. Do you remember Cookie Crisps?
Do I remember Cookie Crisps? First of all, Cookie Crisps were nothing but not a cookie. There was not cookie. Like a real Cookie Crisp is the Chips Ahoy to-go cup, and you pour milk in it. That's a Cookie Crisp. But Cookie Crisps were this like fake chocolate. I mean, it was amazingly chocolate, but there was nothing cookie about Cookie Crisps.
No. So I'm looking at the milk, and it's turning into chocolate milk. That's what I love the cereal for. But I remember the Cookie Crisp cereal, and it turned the milk into like chocolate, but it tasted like cookies, like chocolate chip cookies. It was crazy. That was like one of the most insane things for Cookie Crisp, and that definitely should not be a breakfast cereal at all.
Whatever you ate, those like pieces of cookies that they said they were, would like congeal together. Like there was, like you would have a rock in your stomach after eating Cookie Crisp. Like that stuff was not digestible.
No.
Like it was like having plastic in your stomach.
Yeah, it definitely was. It had a weird texture to it.
Oh yeah.
Do they even make that anymore?
Probably. They had a mascot. They had two mascots.
Yeah. It was weird that they were like criminals or something.
Yes, they were. They were criminals.
I don't know why the fuck they were. That makes no sense. It's like why
they used to steal the Cookie Crisps.
Oh, there's a lot of mascots stealing cereal from kids and stuff in these like commercials.
Yeah, remember Tricks?
That's right.
Tricks are for kids. This is the rabbit.
Kids, the
Lucky Charms, the leprechaun.
The Cookie Crisp people. There's a lot of like crime involved in
Lucky Charms was another one that was just like those marshmallows, man. Holy cow. They also reminded me of the Ghostbusters cereal. So Lucky Charms is in that other fun pack, along with Cocoa Puffs, Cheerios, and Honey Nut Cheerios.
Do you remember Honeycomb?
I hated Honeycomb. Oh, what was that? That was like Corn Puffs with honey on them.
Corn Pops, Honeycomb, and Honey Smacks.
Oh, all terrible cereals.
All terrible cereals.
They were terrible. Cheerios was pretty terrible too, because Cheerios is like, regular Cheerios is like the healthier snack of Cheerios. I mean, of cereal.
Did you like as a kid like put fruit in your cereal? Because I always had like my parents are like, all right, if you're gonna eat this garbage, bananas. So we're gonna put a banana in the cereal. Yeah.
Sometimes strawberries, but bananas was like the main thing in my cereal.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah, because I guess it was like the healthier option.
Yeah, because what else are you gonna put in it? Sugar.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the Cocoa Krispies.
I enjoyed it. I have to say, I enjoyed it. I thought I was gonna hate it. I thought Cocoa Pebbles was better, but that's a whole other feeling and sogginess of like there's no crunch left in the Cocoa Pebbles at all. where this had like more like the crunchiness and the chocolate milk, which was great.
Yeah, I like that it stayed crunchy. Of course, I didn't eat the whole box, but
I did.
um,
I'm gonna admit that I finished every single box except Pops so far.
okay, yeah, I couldn't even bring myself to eat any more of the pops if I wanted to, but
I may finish it by the end of the night because I haven't had dinner.
don't, dude.
No, I'm not going to. I'm just kidding. I have to go to sleep.
So I'm gonna say Cocoa Krispies passes the nostalgia test because I would tell someone to eat that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's.
I think it's a
not
good.
bad.
I don't think it's a good cereal for like morning.
Holy shit! There's a lot of sugar in this.
I know. I think it's a good like dessert. Like who eats cereal as a dessert, but this could be a dessert.
These are all desserts.
Yeah.
None of this is breakfast.
None of this is morning breakfast cereal.
I'm saying it passes. That would be my take
Wow.
on the Cocoa Krispies. What do you got?
I'm not gonna say it passes. I think it's definitely nostalgic. I think out of all of them, they were probably the most delicious one. I guess
Yeah.
I want to say it's the most likable. Fruit Loops was close. I like Fruit Loops Toucan, but you know, can't beat Snap, Crackle, and Mitch and Pop. You know,
Yeah, right. You can't.
Hollywood's all you who you know, and I know Crackle. All right, now. So, guys, if you like Nostalgia Test podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and like.
Follow us on all social media outlets that you can find us and where you can get podcasts: Podbean, Spotify, Apple. Next,
Woo.
Dan.
Go for
We're
it.
moving on to one of the well-known mascots, Tony the Tiger, representing Frosted Flakes. Is it Tony the Tiger?
Yeah, dude. This doesn't smell like it. Did you smell this?
Oh, that brings me back. Holy nostalgia.
But it doesn't smell sweet.
Oh, that brings me back
It
there.
smells so weird.
Oh, it smells like Frosted Flakes, baby, because they're great.
This has less sugar,
Than the Cocoa Puff.
but it still has a ton of sugar in it.
Well, dude, it's Frosted Flakes. So the Kellogg's Flakes, which were like the healthy brand, needed to add something
The
to it.
healthy brand.
Kellogg Flakes, right? I think that's what they're called. I don't know what they were called. They were called like Corn Flakes.
They had the
Did you
Corn
ever have
Flakes.
that?
Regular Corn Flakes?
That was when you put like strawberry and banana in. Because
Yeah,
like who just has regular, like if you just had regular cornflakes, like you should be smacked.
Yeah,
As a kid, like you were tortured.
I don't like.
That was like what was in your cupboard.
I always liked Frosted Flakes as a kid, and I feel like my parents. It's funny. My parents were like, when I think of like the cereals I had, like this is one that they like didn't want to have a lot, but I ate Apple Jacks all the time. I'm like, guys, like, what's the difference at this point? Like,
Did they ever even try Apple Jacks? Maybe
my
they
parents. Oh, my dad probably ate. My dad eats everything.
didn't.
He'll eat Apple Jacks now. I swear to God, if I said that, I eat Apple Jacks. Okay, but I feel like Frosted Flakes was a cereal that my parents were very weary of. To be like, no, it's too sweet. You shouldn't be eating it, and you know, if you're gonna eat Frosted Flakes, this is what I remember. You have to cut a banana in it if you're gonna eat this, and that was like the thing. Like, oh man, he almost shot out of his seat. He just took a first bite. Holy shit. Dude, this is going up on YouTube, what you just did.
No. Dude. That wasn't first of all, this is crazy that this has less sugar than the Cocoa Crisp, but just one spoonful, wasn't even a full spoonful. I just had an adrenaline shot of sugar to my freaking brain.
Okay,
Dude.
let's try this out.
This was the sweetest thing I've had in all of this. Oh my
Wow.
God. It's pure.
Whoa. That classic Frosted Flakes taste, man. Just a blast of sugar. and then you're left with cornflakes.
Yeah,
Like
man.
immediately.
And if you don't eat it fast enough, the sugar just melts right off and goes right into the milk, and then you're just having cornflakes.
Yeah, I think that's how they've sold more cornflakes. They put this fucking tiger on the box, and then they just said, throw some piece of shit sugar on this. It's just gonna melt. It doesn't matter. And then we're selling more cornflakes. Oh man, that's so weird.
Dude, if all you're having is sweet milk with cornflakes. Now I gotta say, my uncle in the Azores used to eat cornflakes in his coffee. He used to pour it in his coffee.
Wow.
I tried that recently with Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah,
It's fantastic. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
Give me some facts on this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. This is just pure sugar. Before we go to that, I now remember just eating this. Me and my cousin, we come over to sleep over, and we would make milkshakes with cereal in it, and Frosted Flakes was one of them. Vanilla bean milkshake, pour some cereal in it. Freaking jolt of sugar. Amazing.
Like, you didn't blend. Did you blend the cereal, or you just
Yeah.
you made the milkshake? Oh wow.
No, blend it. Put some Fruity Pebbles in there too. Whew.
Oh my god. Dude, the things that we were able to do with food, or people let us do when we were kids with food, like, was just ridiculous. Now, hopefully, I don't know if people know better because this is all still on the market, but wow. But yeah, let me shoot you some facts on this while you house that bowl of cereal. Frosted Flakes, or Frosties, is a breakfast cereal produced by the Kellogg Company and consisting of sugar-coated corn flakes. It was introduced in the United States in 1952 as Sugar Frosted Flakes. The word sugar was dropped from the name in 1983. Holy shit, so that long had the word sugar on it? Generic versions such as store brands are also available, unlike many cereals, Cheerios, Shreddies, Rice Krispies, for example. The name Frosted Flakes is too generic to be trademarked, and thus it often shares its name with competitors. Oh, that's so crazy.
Wow.
So they can't trademark the name Frosted Flakes because it's too generic.
That's interesting. But they can trademark the symbol.
The Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I would say it's gotten worse as we're letting it soak in. Like, it's not that enjoyable. Like, the sugar sitting in that milk, I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought I was gonna get a better reaction to this.
Remember when we did the candy bars, and some of the candy bars that we were doing, we thought we'd enjoy.
Yeah.
And then we didn't.
Sure.
Episode 5.
Shameless plug. I need to remind everybody, if you're listening and you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the podcast, like, share, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter, comment, let us know what you would like us to test, and let us know if you agree with all the other tests.
Frosted Flakes, I feel like, is letting me down. And then when I passed the Cocoa Krispies, I kind of feel good about that, because I feel like Cocoa Krispies is better than Frosted Flakes now.
So I have a headache. I agree. I thought I was gonna. I said to leave Frosted Flakes to the very last because I thought, I recalled, that this was one of my favorite cereals growing up.
Yeah.
It was only good at the first bite.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In a way of like, yeah, my face was like, holy shit, so much sugar, but it was still crunchy, and there was still sugar on the flakes themselves.
Yeah.
And you weren't just drinking basically like Thai concentrated milk.
Yeah.
You know, like that, you know, it's just too much sugar.
Can you imagine? I don't imagine eating Frosted Flakes and then like first thing in the morning be like, all right, I'm ready to take on the day.
No, I'd be asleep by first period.
Which we all were anyway.
Yeah, like what is it? Homeroom. That's it. That's second period.
Yeah.
Or in between first and second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you had more than this. This is a to go. I mean, this is a fun pack. This is only 34 grams.
Like you'd basically
You
fill
definitely had a bigger bowl than this.
Yeah.
Like I have a small bowl right now.
Yeah, I have a bowl, a regular bowl that I eat cereal out of. And
Yeah.
the amount I put in there wouldn't even fill like what? Like it's like maybe a quarter of a bowl.
Yeah, dude. My heart is pounding right now. I feel like I might have a heart attack on this podcast. If you see me pass out, call my
LA 911? Yeah, patch me into New York.
You gotta call. My phone's dying though.
Dude.
See, this is what happens
This is what
when we
happens.
have a five food. This is why I've said no more food, because this is what happens to us. Like we have to cut it off at 4 if there's going to be sugar involved.
Probably
the chips,
3. It should probably be
chips
3.
were fine. The chips were fine because there was like more salt than anything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, maybe 3 next time. This is I'm dying. I'm dying.
No one told you to eat all of it though.
Dan, I didn't have dinner. Okay.
Hey, Steve, if you like fighting, this is the episode then.
All right, let's.
So at Lithology, do you have
Fucking
any
headache.
sweet beers like this or no? Which one of your beers goes good with Frosted Flakes?
No, I mean, no. We have one called Sweet Sins, and it's a maple and cinnamon amber ale.
Oh wow.
Which is pretty sweet, and we usually put like a cinnamon rim around it.
Oh.
Otherwise known as a rim job. This episode is sponsored by Lithology Brewing Company out of Farmingdale, New York. It's a nano brewery. Come down on ingredients, 60% New York ingredients. Edit point.
It's like I feel like I'm getting hot now. Like my body temperature is rising.
Yeah, I didn't like the last one. That killed me. It put me over the edge. So I'll rate it as like it's nostalgic, as in like Tony the Tiger. They're great. They're not great.
No.
Go fuck yourself, Tony the Tiger. So yeah, I'm not putting it past them. It didn't pass the test.
No, I don't think it passed either. For me, really, the only one for me that passed is Cocoa Krispies, and I think it passed.
That's a surprise.
On the edge of its. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the Apple Jacks, but like I guess not.
Dude, I'm telling you, this was not one of my picks.
Yeah,
Right.
me neither.
But I will say, in order of ranking right now,
Yeah. Okay.
Cocoa Crisps, Fruit Loops. I'm gonna say Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes, Pops.
So I'm gonna say Cocoa Krispies, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Corn Pops.
Yeah, man, I can't believe Frosted Flakes fell back so far.
I'm disappointed, and it's not that they're bad. See, like I thought Corn Pops were just terrible, and that's why it's at the bottom. But Frosted Flakes, not a strong showing for Frosted Flakes.
No.
And I don't think. I mean, I don't know if anyone out there disagrees with us when this episode airs. Definitely, we'd love to hear your opinion. On Facebook and Instagram at the Nostalgia Test or Twitter at Nostalgia Test. But I think you're wrong. I don't think you've eaten Frosted Flakes in a while. I don't know. We're doing this.
No matter what you say, you're wrong. But I would like to have people rate them because, first of all, as I'm looking at this, 3 of the boxes were 100 calories. 1 of the boxes is 120 calories, and the box that we find the best is 150 calories.
That is the worst one for you.
And I've had every single one except for the Pops.
Oh, dude. I don't.
My mouth, everything's like my throat is closing up.
Again, dude. What was it that you're allergic to that you shouldn't be eating?
Peanuts and soy.
Definitely all of that in there. I think there's soy in that.
It says there could be soy. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the energy level of the Nostalgia Test podcast cereal episode is about to crash because this is what happens with unhealthy cereal. So
yeah, eat something healthy, people.
we're going to, I mean, I can't say that it's not going to happen again because we have to put the other ones to the test. So
we're going to have to put
it's going to at least happen one more time, the cereal one.
Yeah. We're going to have to space it out, though. I think the next time we do this one, I would like to have a guest on. They need to share in our misery.
Dude, I'm at a loss of words right now. Okay.
You know what I was thinking, which would be terrible, and we probably shouldn't do it? Like powdered iced tea mixes.
Like Crystal Light?
Yeah, like Lipton.
Oh, I
and that
fucking
crap.
hate Crystal Light.
You know, the special Dave, like water bottle, iced tea water bottle.
No. I know what you're talking about. And that was Crystal Light. Like the residents only liked Crystal Light, and I fucking hated Crystal Light because it had that fake sugar in it.
Yeah, Lipton, all that.
I actually wanted to do like the soft drinks, like Sunny Delight.
Is Sunny Delight a soft drink?
Sunny Delight is definitely not an orange drink. Oh, like I was doing well at the beginning of this episode. I'm dying right now. Oh my god, this is like showing me my age. Jesus. That's why you stop eating cereal at a certain age.
Maybe this is all the damage you did to ourselves when we were in our 20s. And now we can't eat cereal.
No, and I even put it in almond milk. It's still messed up. It was terrible. Nobody should be eating this. Fuck this, man. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say this right now. This is all just nostalgic. Do not buy any of this shit. Okay. And you know what? Mr. Dissinger, if you're listening, we curse. We're from New York.
If you're gonna try anything, maybe the Cocoa Krispies, but not a full bowl.
Fuck that. No, Dan, stop it. Stop promoting that.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Take my grade back, but I'm gonna leave it. I don't care.
This episode has been brought to you by Lethargy Brewing Company out of Farmingdale, New York, right on Main Street. 60% New York ingredients. Open 6 days a week. Go at lethargybrewing.com to check out our hours.
Thanks everyone for showing up, coming to this episode. Hey everybody.
Woo! Edit.
It's over. It's over. All right. Thanks for listening. The cereal is getting to us now. It's over. The fact that cereal is doing this to us is just show you do not eat anything that comes in a little box like that. Or
no, it's not fun. Nothing's a fun pack.
No, this is not a pack of fun at all. But anyway, definitely follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Nostalgia Test, on Twitter at Nostalgia Test. Visit the website, thenostalgiatest.com, and join the mailing list. Suggest the test. Leave comments, subscribe, like the podcast. You know, it doesn't take that much. And just go down there, click that like, go to our YouTube page. You'll see the link on the website, and watch clips, watch our IG lives. They're all up there. And you know, if you have an idea as well, or you want to reach out to us, you can email us at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Manny.
Thanks again, everybody. See you at the next test.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.